Nãy bấm lộn nó có tắt. Ở vòng vòng đây là nhà cổ không á. Bây giờ đi theo đoàn không nói về mấy khu lịch sử của mấy khu vòng vòng nhà ở đây này nọ. Nhà kiểu hồi xưa. Nhà ở đây ở là nó không có cho sửa nhiều, nó muốn giữ nét cổ điển. Giờ nguyên một đoàn đi theo ổng, nghe ổng nói về mấy lịch sử. Ở thành phố Phila, thành phố cổ, một trong 13 tiểu bang đầu tiên của nước Mỹ. Giữ nét cổ kính, bởi thích ở đây vừa cổ kính mà cũng vừa hiện đại, bởi vì nhìn đẹp. Còn mấy tiểu bang bên phía miền Tây, bên Cali, bên Texas từ này nọ, mấy nhà ở sau này là kiểu hiện đại chứ không có kiểu cổ điển như đây. Giờ 8 giờ mấy người này cũng còn đi theo nghe ổng nói về lịch sử. Đều lên xì. Ok rồi. Tại sao nó không chán bằng đường nhựa, nó chán vào này? Tại cái chỗ này nó muốn để là lịch sử hồi xưa nó chỉ làm mấy gạch kiểu giống thư vậy thôi.
Here we are at the physics house named for Dr. Philip Singh Physics, who was a pioneer in early American medical and surgical history. He studied medicine at the University of Pennsylvania and practiced medicine at Pennsylvania Hospital. And did you know he will even invent the first formula soda pop as a way of curing an upset stomach? And you can still buy that same formula soda pop at many of the gift shops in the area. And he will also install one of the earliest forms of a hearing aid. And if you had to guess how that hearing aid was installed, you had to drill a hole inside the person's ear to be able to fit the hearing aid. Can you imagine that? Drilling a hole inside the person's ear. Well, there are many employees, both past and present, if you bug them long enough, might tell you that sometimes they can get a weird sensation in the house, or maybe see a shadow or two going in and out of the rooms. And once the scaffolding comes down, this place is composed of late-night black tie affairs and wedding receptions. Well, it was in preparation of one of these receptions that employees were startled to hear While investigating where the noise was coming from, it led them to the fireplace. And sure enough, a slight breeze was coming to the fireplace. We're thinking there's no possible way that any kind of breeze can come from the fireplace. Boom! Big burst of energy knocked them back a few feet, knocking papers off the desk, and when they went to make a run for it, they were blocked in the doorway by a very tall, dark spirit. And it's believed that this tall, dark spirit was that of Mrs. Physics, which actually kind of makes sense because something else that I've recently learned, the Physics marriage was not a happy one. She suffered many miscarriages and they went through many separations. So when she died a very broken and depressed person. So it is quite feasible to say that Mrs. Physics' spirit runs throughout the house. But another train of thought is, back when Dr. Physics used this house for his medical research, it wasn't uncommon for him to have a lot of cadavers laying around, dead bodies. So when people say that there are shadowy figures that go in and out of these rooms, I can only say, well, take your pick. But in any rate, this place, as well as the other places that we have been to or will go to, is open to the public during the day. And if you ever have the opportunity, I would certainly encourage you to come here and learn more about Dr. Physics, and you'll see a lot of cool artifacts inside as well.
Yes. Giờ mấy chỗ cổ đây, gạch này là nó giữ cho hồi xưa đó, không có được dán bằng nhựa. Hồi xưa xài bằng gạch này không à. Cái con đường cổ đây. Yeah. Cũng được khoảng 20 người đi theo. Đó, nhà hồi xưa cái mấy cái window, mấy cái cửa sổ nó làm cái kiến rồi nhỏ gì không có được bự. Tại giờ hồi xưa kiến là người đó thời chưa có văn minh rồi, chưa có tiến bộ, kiến làm được có cái cửa sổ kiến nó làm nó nhỏ gì không à. Không, nhà nào cũng cái kiến nhỏ gì không. Mấy cái này, mấy cái đưa ra vậy là cái đường hồi xưa nó làm xuống nhà hầm ở dưới. Sau này giờ làm cái đường hầm nó làm cầu thang xuống trong nhà, chứ hồi xưa nó làm ngoài đường vậy không. Cái này nhà thờ, không biết nhà thờ gì đây. Oh, the Episcopal Church. Tám giờ tối rồi, mấy người này cũng còn đi theo đoàn chưa chịu về, cũng dáng đi hết cái tour nghe giới thiệu về lịch sử ở thành phố Philadelphia này. Gia đình dẫn mấy nhóc đi theo cho nó học lịch sử. Nãy đang chạy xe ngồi ở công viên chơi, sẵn thấy cái đoàn này đi theo luôn, đi theo nghe lịch sử rồi chơi.
here we are at one of Philadelphia's older cemeteries and churches. This is St. Peter's Episcopal Church, founded in 1761 by members of Christ Church, which is still located on 2nd and Market. And
Cái nhà thờ này có 1761.
Well, Washington often came and sat in pew 43. Benjamin Franklin was a frequent visitor here as well. And amongst the many people who are buried here, well, you have Colonel John Nixon, the man who will read the Declaration of Independence on the steps of Independence Hall for the first time, Stephen Decatur, Nicholas Biddle, and did you know there's even a Vice President of the United States that's buried in here, George Mifflin Dallas, Vice President James Polk, and the man whom the city of Dallas is named for. But also behind these gates lie some very old spirits. And according to some of the sextons who have worked here over the years, they have claimed to have seen spirits who would walk stiffly and carefully.
Cái nhà thờ này chôn có mấy ông phó tổng thống đội trọng, có mấy ông phó tổng thống mà sao chôn
well
trọng.
you can see into the front area here, but it said that sometimes you can see an image of a woman in a long blue dress. And did you know that there's even 7 Indian chiefs who are buried in here? In 1793, Washington had extended an invitation to some of the neighboring tribes for them to come here to work out some sort of treaty, but sadly that treaty never came to be because of the yellow fever epidemic. The Indian chief suddenly died and was promptly buried in this cemetery. And in accordance to Native American law, because they were not buried on a sacred Indian burial ground, their souls can never truly rest in peace. Or if you listen even more carefully, you may even hear the sounds of followed by bring out your dead! Bring out your dead! Now, Monty Python sketch notwithstanding, during the yellow fever epidemic, at the rate of how people were dying, it was just encouraged to set the bodies out on the curbside, the way you'd set out your Tuesday night trash, and you'd wait for the fellow with the firstborn parent shouting, "Bring out your dead!" But probably my favorite example comes from a fellow storyteller in which, when she had a group inside the cemetery, one of the tourists decided to take a picture of the storyteller, and when she looked back at her camera, she found a very disturbing light dancing above the storyteller's head. Well, it freaked everyone out to the point that they quickly wanted to leave the cemetery. Now, often when I tell people this story, some people will roll their eyes at it, to which I can only say, if you wanted to take a picture and find out for yourself, I can wait a minute.
No ghost. I don't see any ghosts.
You don't say anything?
Maybe it'll be later when I print it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and are you gonna take a picture? Anything? And I do often say that if you don't necessarily see anything right now, maybe you check back right before you go to sleep. And before we get moving, let's actually switch places. You'll stand where I was just standing, and I'll stand where you were just